Right. Okay. So we'll hop on to our next topic.
Yeah.
Um, keep you on the same theme. We're going to be more Sony focused on this episode. We're not doing one of those ones where we do with our old podcast where we go into like a preview of each show, but we're just basically talking about games where we think might appear at E3 or like having a good conversation about them.
Yeah.
Next one is Death Stranding. Me
Yeah.
and Chris have a
Kojima
amazing.
fanboys is a pretty
Yeah,
appropriate term.
I was trying to like phrase that completely different. Yeah, exactly that. So, Death Stranding, first shown. Was that at E3? Was it E3? GDS? Wherever it was shown. It's been a while.
2015. I think it was 20.
Yeah.
Was it 2015 E3? It was very surprising. I'll put it that way. We were like, "What the fuck?" Oh no, dude! Officially announced at Sony's E3 2016 conference. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then they showed the second trailer off at TGS, Tokyo Game Show.
No. Well,
No,
if
no,
I
sorry, no,
recall,
it was Games Award. Game Award. That's
yeah,
the
it was
one.
Game Awards, and then the next day was PlayStation Experience, and they had what I think is the better trailer with that fucking awesome song.
Right.
From oh my god, what's the band's name?
Low Roll.
Yeah, oh dude, Low Roar is so fucking cool. I love both songs
So
they've shown are fucking phenomenal from them.
yeah, it's fantastic. He's brilliant anyway.
Yeah.
But my timeline is so 2015 they reveal that Kojima has entered into a partnership with Sony,
Right.
making a first party game.
Yeah.
And then 2016 at E3 they showed the first trailer off for Death Stranding. That was running on Unreal 4 as well, so we have had a
Yeah.
change in engine
Yeah.
since then. So that was showing that Norman Reedus was in the game. Kojima's directing. The game is called Death Stranding.
That was
Then
the
we get
naked that was the naked trailer, right? With the
yeah,
baby.
when he's crying
Yeah.
with the child, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like you got like Silent Hill memes and like cut out memes out of scene, yeah, and then at the Game Awards when Kojima picked up the award from Keighley, then they showed off the second trailer
Right.
uh, for Death Stranding, which showed off Mads Mikkelsen in the
Our
game.
boy Mickelson.
Oh boy, Mikkelsen, yes, hell yes, and we saw Guillermo del Toro as well make an appearance.
Yeah, which is cool.
Funnily enough, as well, like, kind of a story before we even go into this. Me and Chris were like kind of shocked how many people didn't realize that was Guillermo del Toro. Like, I remember looking at the internet, and people were like, "Who's that fat guy that's walking?" I'm like, "That's Guillermo del Toro." I'm like, it's the guy. It's the guy who was meant to be directing Silent Hills with.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I started
It's
laughing when I saw him. I'm like, oh my god, it's Guillermo del Toro. This is so great. It's like he has his
yeah,
own little secret club now, Kojima. It's so
yeah.
cool.
I like that as well. Where he's like just where he's put him in the game as a character.
Yeah.
But yeah, that trailer was phenomenal.
That was great. It was an excellent reveal for, well, for Del Toro and also for Mads Mikkelsen. Who, dude, I remember you were telling me, man, I've been looking at some shit, man, and you would send me like tweets and stuff, and you're like, I think Mads Mikkelsen is in this game. I'm like, really, man? That'd be awesome. And then when they revealed it, I'm like, oh my god, Adnan was right. Mads Mikkelsen is here. This is so fucking cool. And I think I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead. So stop me if I am. But isn't there a rumor that Emma Stone is in the game?
Yeah, I was going to bring this in, but apparently, so like we've not heard any details. Again, like same with Detroit, it goes quiet. And
Yeah.
it's very Kojima-like as well. You know, he's not going to just like he tweets like little things and hints about what the game's going on about, but he'll never be like, "Hey, this is happening." He's always a bit more like passive and very subtle
Right.
with his kind of like his game development. But apparently, the leaks I've been reading, apparently Emma Stone is rumored to be in the game,
I would
which
be
could
so down
potentially
for that.
which could potentially happen when you have Mads Mikkelsen and Norman Reedus in as well.
Yeah.
So he and yet Kojima has been moving more towards the Hollywood-oriented kind of like cast with that. And I think I remember reading somewhere that a female character will be playable in the game, so you have a male and a female playable.
Yeah.
But also I've heard that Stephanie Houston might be in the game, who played
Oh
Quiet
man.
in PS5.
I mean, they kind of had like
Um,
a little fling, man. I mean, he had her do the Japanese because she could speak Japanese, so she did the Japanese voice in Phantom Pain, the English voice, and on top of that, she sang Quiet's theme, so she had
yeah,
a
she was the
lot
only,
of involvement in that game.
yeah, she was the only actor that did both of them, didn't she?
Yeah,
Japanese and English version.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, she was the because I think she was the only bilingual. I think.
yeah, I can't imagine Keith being Japanese. well,
How would
well,
that sound? Domo arigato. Cause I don't know, I can't do it. So it's weird, but it'd be like, Ah, yeah, something like that. I sound more like the Joker, a sick version of the Joker, like I have a cold. But that's it would be funny to hear that. I would love to hear.
Shades of Kiefer, shades of Kiefer. Um, so yeah, it's been very quiet. There's been like little things we've been seeing and hearing, and then obviously Kojima went on his massive tour. Now that we know Kojima Productions is using Decima engine, which is what Guerrilla used for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
And then working collaboration. I think apparently Guerrilla Games is working with them as well on this project. Um, I might have to check that at a different point, but I'm definitely sure that they have got some kind of involvement now, just maybe even helping out with development or whatever
Well,
else.
well,
Um,
from what I understand, because this game is using an engine called Decima, and
yeah,
that's the engine that Guerrilla Games created.
yeah.
They made that engine and they used it for Killzone, Shadowfall, Horizon Zero Dawn, and apparently Until Dawn used that engine as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, according
So-
according to the Wikipedia entry on the Decima game engine, no, but it doesn't just show up. I mean, yeah, Riggs Mechanized Combat League apparently used it as well, and
oh,
the VR Until Dawn game used it as well. So yeah, Death Stranding is basically it's like the Sony family engine. Like all these
yeah.
Sony
Makes
big
sense as well.
exclusives that are successful have used it. So I don't blame Kojima. I mean, what was it? I mean, look at Until Dawn. Shit, look at Horizon. Both of those games look beautiful, and I think they're
Yeah.
totally up. I mean, look, I won't lie, dude. I don't think they're as pretty as the Fox engine. The Fox engine was so great, man. Jesus Christ, I'm still so sad about that. But I think that this engine, for a game that Kojima wants to get out there as soon as he can without rushing it, I think it's a perfect engine for it.
Yeah, I mean, like Decima doesn't focus on light because Kojima with the, I think like with his auto style, it just keeps getting better because like his cinematic direction just changes and develops, and like MGS5 had the most important impact on any video games in terms of lighting because
Yeah,
everything was pure lighting. Like he and same with Ground Zeroes, we saw a very early side of that, like how he used using shots and like the lights would hit on like certain objects and like
yeah,
all that other stuff. Like it's very important lighting in that game, and it kind of set the tone at any point when you walked into like a room or anything else. But yeah, it was different. But I think at the same time, it kind of speeds up development because they spent so much time making Fox Engine for MGS5. It
yeah,
took even longer for the games to come out, and I think Sony is much more on an efficient budget. And obviously, when it has a engine built by one of its first party studios,
yeah.
it can also lend them out as well
No,
for other
definitely.
titles to use.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't make sense for Kojima to be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go make the box engine. I'll be right back." you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if there's some, and he even said, I think in interviews, something along the lines of, "I was thinking of taking a break, but fans really wanted me to work on something else, so I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on a new project and get it out as soon as I can." Um, yeah, I mean, dude, I played I completed Horizon Zero Dawn, and of course we both completed Until Dawn. And dude, both games are visually stunning. I mean, they look
Hmm.
fantastic, and especially more so Horizon, because Horizon really, it's an open world game. It's more in line with I think what Kojima is doing with Death Stranding, in the sense of there's a day and night cycle. Well, he hasn't said that here, but I'm assuming for an open world you're gonna have day and night cycle. Unless you're in the butthole
I
dimension where
think
it's always dark. I don't know. And like,
I remember.
but what I was saying was Horizon, I think, really
Yeah.
showed that off very well with Decima.
Mhm. I remember his biggest concern was that the games would look the same, but obviously then he realized he could change the engine around a little bit and like make it a bit different, and the styles were quite different. Um, but I think it is a very interesting game. It's a very mysterious game. When people keep saying that they need to know more, you don't need to need more, because if you knew the thing about it, you wouldn't be interested in it. The fact that he kind of keeps feeding people like little information without actually giving any context to what the story is about, what's
Yeah.
going on, that's what
Well, we
that's what
gotta.
entices people.
Yeah, that no, I agree with that 100%. And plus, on top of that, dude, we got a while to go until this game comes out. I think Kojima said it's
Yeah.
gonna come out sometime before 2019. I mean, he used a very weird. What did he say? He said something like it'll come out in the year before. He said something like it'll come out in the year before the timeline of when Akira the anime takes place. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
what? And people looked it up and they're like, Akira takes place, or Akira, however you say it, it takes place, I think, in 2019. And so everyone's like, oh, I guess it's coming out either before 2019 or whatever. So we got some time, man. I mean, it could come out 2019. It could come out late next year. I think we will see something though if he's still aiming for that date at this E3. At the very least, we'll get another trailer. Fuck, man. Maybe even something that shows the characters talking, because we haven't really seen Mads or Norman speak. By the way, we haven't seen Norman speak in either project. In Silent Hills, we never, it wasn't that far along in development enough to have him be like, to say something.
I'm gonna be a bit horrible. It's probably better that we don't hear Norman talk.
Maybe he'll be silent, like Kiefer Sutherland was.
Yeah, I'm more worried about him than Mads Mikkelsen in the game.
I think they're both great actors, man.
Not necessarily that they're not great actors. Norman Reedus has a very distinct style, which is Norman Reedus basically Daryl Dixon, and that can rub off the wrong way in the sense that if you have a character I mean, maybe it does fit with Kojima's tone, because Kojima does have his characters have been grunts.
Right.
They have got that kind of tendency, but I just question Norman Reedus a little bit. Maybe he proves me wrong, but I'm just a little bit skeptical.
No, dude, I think I think people should always be skeptical about things if they get kind of like a thing. My thing is, we were all pretty skeptical about. Well, at least I was. I can't speak for everybody, but I was pretty skeptical about Kiefer.
I wasn't.
No, I
He's
was.
my boy.
Nah, dude. I mean, look, I will be the first to say he did a phenomenal job. But I kept saying, I'm gonna wait until the game comes out, because I just like doing that. I don't want to, and it's partially because I've been so disappointed in the past. I don't want to hype it for me, So I just say, well, I mean, I was fucking hyped for Phantom Pain, but I don't want to set a standard and then be disappointed. But no, he turned out to be great, man. He was excellent. He came in, he did his job, and he knocked it out of the ballpark, man. I mean, I did miss David Hayter, but I think for this game it was more appropriate for
Robin
Kiefer. Yeah, it made sense. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Robin Atkin was the more central character in terms of dialogue and everything else, and he was totally fantastic. As Kazuhiro Miller, whatever he's called. It's I'm ill, right? It just I was frustrated I couldn't pronounce his name then. But yeah, I'm very excited to see it. I hope we see a trailer with a release window at least.
I'd like a trailer. I'd like a teaser trailer that has dialogue that kind of gives us a hint, not necessarily flat out says what's going on, but just gives us something to talk about, like what the Phantom Pain trailers did. And yes, I would like a release window would be nice, because before 2019 is nice. But it'd be cool if we got I don't know, December 2018 or November 2018, something like that, or at least quarter 4 or or 2018. Even if it just says 2018, that'd be so great, because then we'd know, oh sweet, it's coming out next year, and we can get excited for that. But yeah, no, dude, I'll be honest, man, any presents would be nice, because the second Kojima comes out, I'm going to fucking squeal. I always go, oh my god, it's Kojima! And then I'm like, shut the kid up, it's Kojima! And then I just focus on what Kojima has to say.
Before I end off as well, out of the 3 topics, I think maybe this one's the one that we don't see.
I could see that, because Kojima does like doing that, right? Where he reveals some stuff and then he quote unquote goes underground for a little bit.
Yeah,
he's been doing that since MGS2.
Last year's E3 was a while since he'd been there.
Yeah,
and he always used to pop up at Tokyo Game Shows and game developers conference and just other little events and stuff.
Yeah,
it was very rare to see Kojima on an E3 stage, E3 stage. Yeah. Making an announcement, saying something he was at the one for Microsoft when they were showing the Phantom Pain trailer off, but it's kind of he has a very sporadic performance. He's not always there and whatever else. So yeah, I do hope we see something, potentially a story trailer.
Yeah.
Some sorts.
No, definitely. Yeah.